Amur Minerals, the exploration and development company focused on base metal projects located in the far east of Russia, has recently updated investors with news that the results of the recently completed drill program have been delivered to the company, which will be generating an updated mineral resource. Chief Executive Robin Young is very upbeat, and he's with us now with some more on this. And I get a sense that the company really feels as though things are now beginning to motor. Give us some more depth on this news headline that we've got this resource update coming.
Yes, thank you. It's really an important aspect to the operation. Last year's program, we were able to drill out the larger high-grade structure and extend it from a 2,100 meter length to 3,000 meters. Which is a 40% increase. So we anticipate a substantial increase in the total resource base itself. And what we have noted is at a 0.2 cutoff grade, the average contained metal throughout the deposit now is ranging from 0.73 to about 0.75% nickel. So that's a substantial upgrade over previous resource estimates that we had, where we were talking about a mineable number of about 0.55% nickel. So we anticipate that this new update is going to be have a substantial impact on the entire operation going forward.
Now this is the Flangovi resource, isn't it? When are we expecting the detailed results then from that, which will give us an indication as to how much of a quality this drill program has been delivering?
We're looking for a Q1 2017 delivery on the new resource estimate, which will then be turned over to the mining engineers for determining a mining reserve. In addition, while we are accomplishing that work, we have received the results for a resource update on 3 other deposits of Ikinskoy, Kubuk, as well as Vodorozhdelny, and we'll be passing those through to the mining engineers, and we'll be releasing these new resource numbers in the very near future.
Now, as we've explained before, and I know investors in the company will know that you're sort of primarily nickel-based, but you do have other metals going on here, don't you? When will we know what, economically, what's viable here? What's the longer-term plan for investors? What can you tell investors about the expectations?
Well, that's part of our DFS work, but also during this phase, while the mining engineering groups are working through the numbers, we'll be able to develop reserves. And reserves are based on profit and estimated operating costs. We have a study now that is also near completion on a trade-off to determine what part of the Mali-Krumkon Flangovi deposit is mineable, based on the existing model, not the new one that will come out in Q1 of 2017. It'll provide very solid insight into what the reserve potential is for that deposit at today's pricing, at today's operating costs. So you'll start to see the real solid numbers beginning to evolve and be delivered to our shareholders.
I asked that because I've noticed a near 150% increase in your share price recently, and looking through some of the news that's come through, there doesn't seem to be anything concrete there. Clearly you've got this memorandum of understanding with a Chinese partner as well, which has clearly given a boost to your shares. In terms of 2017, what should we expect now? What's the program looking like for next year?
Well, it will be the consolidation of 3 key elements to the success of any mining project. That's going to be additional reports and detailed information on the metallurgical recovery. It will be the resource estimates, the reserve estimates, and also delivery of some better, more accurate numbers on road construction costs, infrastructure costs, and a plan for us to move forward with the potential construction of our own concentrate treatment facility or furnace, and a working relationship with the Chinese, which is Jinshuan Smelting, which is the largest nickel copper producer in China.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. You mentioned the relationship with the Chinese, also the relationship with Russia is beginning to get along nicely as well. I know you released an RNS recently, I think, about a meeting you've had with the Far East Development Fund.
Yes, it was a series of meetings actually that were held in Khabarovsk and Blagoveshchensk. And there we had sessions with key agencies that are going to be a part of the project itself. We're going to need a railroad spur that's constructed, so we've spoken to the Russian railroad. We need power at the smelter as well. So we have been in discussions with these technical agencies. But what's really important is maintaining our relationship with the locals, the state, and the federal individuals who are the people who will ultimately grant permits to the operations, the permits for the road use, environmental permits. All of this information is key to maintaining these good, solid relationships with the Russian government, who is now also in the process of developing a funding series of funding sovereign funds within China and Russia to draw capital investment into the Far East.
Capital investment, remind us again what the balance sheet's looking like as you go into next year.
The balance sheet is looking good. Our audited financial numbers, we have $10 million as of September. We've been on a low spend, even though we've been producing a lot of information. And we're looking forward to being able to completely and fully fund our activities through 2017.
Do you anticipate having to raise money next year, or do you think you've got the money to do all the project work next year?
We can be very active for the full year.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
look, we'll look forward to updates as they
Thank
come in.
you.
Robin, thanks indeed for joining us. Robin Young, as I said, a very upbeat Robin Young with Amur Minerals as the company continues to make progress in its Far Eastern projects.